Hello and welcome, Adam Thomas from Balancing Touch Reflexology. So good to see you and thanks for joining me today. So for the last year, I've been putting together YouTube shorts, which are little 60-second tutorials, and I'm calling it the point-by-point series, and where I show you where on the foot, not the hand, but on the foot, where the reflexology points are, how I work them, and the benefits of working those reflexology points. And so many of you have been asking in the past about a good way to study reflexology, to get all those points in our little heads and then into our hands and into our technique. So I thought this would be a great way to throw all those little quick videos into a longer format into a section so that it's kind of like an overview review of reflexology. So let's go take a look at this, and I hope this helps you along your reflexology journey. Reflex number one. The head houses the whole brain. It's the top of the central nervous system. We have our nose, our eyes, our ears, jaw, teeth. There's a lot going on in our head. So work this reflex for pretty much anything to do with head injury or head issues, brain problems, thinking, low mood, anything that involves our head, our senses, tired eyes, neck problems, headaches. Work that for everything that's in the head. It is found right here on the big toe. Left thumb across like that, and then my right is going to work over top of my hand on this side. So I'm going to first start on the outside, work up, and then work across. Move in a little bit and move down a little bit. We're going to crochet the entire pad of the big toe until every part of this big toe is covered. And that's how I work the reflex to the head. Reflex number two is the side of the head. Here is found here, the lateral side of the toe pad. This is right down the center point here, so your nose is found there. Across over there is the side of the head. Do the entire side of the toe pad from the neckline up. Okay, the neckline is this little line that goes across this way. So I hold with my middle finger and thumb to support, and then I use my index finger to walk down the sides like so. Okay, let's see. Like that. Some people's toe is bigger, so you can do probably 3 lines or more. More is better. And that's how you work the side of the head. Reflex number 3, the top of the head. I use a setup like this, where I use my thumb like that, holding my index finger like that, so that it becomes really strong. So if you move it like this, it's really solid, right? Rather than working like this without anything supported, it flops around. With this hand here, you're gonna grab like so, and then you're gonna roll across the top of the toes. One by one. Make sure that you cover the entire top. You want to be rolling just before the nail bed there. You also don't want to be working on the nail because that's going to hurt you. It can irritate their foot, so you want to stay away from that. So work this for head issues, epilepsy, migraines, tumors, anything else that might cause sensitivity in the head. Reflex number 4, the pituitary gland. If you look at my thumb, you can see where all the little swirls come together, and then there's a little point. And where those swirls come together, looks like it sticks out, but it actually, when you feel it very lightly, is more like an indent. I put my hooking part of my thumb right on there, and then I am going to give a nice backing like this to work against, and then I'm just going to be pushing in and out medially. Okay, so in and then medially. 1, 2, 3. The pituitary gland is the master gland. It overlooks all the other glands of the body and all the bodily functions. It secretes 9 hormones. It influences growth. If you work this reflex, you can reduce a fever. So work it every 15 minutes. It alleviates dizziness, faintness, muscle pain, muscle strength, and congested breathing. That is how I work the pituitary gland. Reflex number 5 is the pineal gland. As the third eye sometimes, where it is reflected on the foot is right above the top of the nail bed here on the medial side of the big toe. I create a little setup like this, thumb holding like that, so it doesn't flop around like that versus this. I'm going to be working closer to my knuckle here. I place that into that area there. If I'm working this on a client, it looks more like this. I'm using my non-working hand to push in, and then you push down. So you're going in, and then you're going down. So the hormones of the pineal gland feeds the muscles. One feeds the memory, and one improves the nature of your sleep, so produces melatonin. Pineal gland is important in dreaming and goal setting, multiple sclerosis, heart disease, muscle aches, spasms. Also work it for Parkinson's. And that is how I work the pineal gland. Reflex number 6, the nose, is found on the medial side of the toe here, right across from the nail bed or just below it, right where that knuckle is. The most outer sticky outy part. One hand supporting really well so I can have control of the toe like this, and then I'm gonna just use my thumb on the opposite hand to work the whole nose reflex really well. You can work it on the side with your fingers like this, or you can use your thumb. Doesn't really matter which direction you work, but make sure that you work this area really well. Check here if there is a callus or redness, things like that, and ask your client if they have any neck issues, because the nose directly behind here is connected to the top of the spine where your head turns the axis. That's how I work the reflex to the nose. So the nose does way more for us than just breathing and looking nice. It actually flips us over in the nighttime when we're sleeping, for example. The right nostril breathes in calcium ions, and the left nostril is phosphorus ions. By alternating from side to side during the day, the nose keeps you from seizing at night when you sleep and having muscle cramps. So if you have a cold, you're congested, maybe you go out and do a lot of drinking and you pass out in one position, you're going to wake up with muscle pain. So the nose actually flips us and helps us. So any client that has muscle cramping or muscle issues, seizing, tightening, this is a reflex that you're going to want to focus on. Reflex number 7, the neck, is found on the front side, around the side, the back of the toe, and the side of the toe. I create a little circle like this. I'm gonna go across this way, gonna go across that way, then I'm gonna take one finger, walk around the side, the back, and then the side again, and go up, around, and then back again. Thumb across there, and then finger goes through here and works around, and then the other way comes around that way. There's a lot that happens in our neck, from muscle pain, tension, breathing, to speaking, to swallowing. There's lots going on in this little vulnerable area in our body. Work this really well by taking small little steps. Any sensitivity felt in these areas, just work them again and again to try and alleviate some of the sensitivity. So that's how I work the neck. Reflex number 8. The thyroid gland is found, and it looks like a little butterfly that wraps around your trachea, which is the windpipe. So that is found on the medial side of the big toe, below the pad, and above the ball of the foot here. So in this little area here. We're gonna use our pointer finger and our middle finger along with our thumb, and we're gonna use kind of like a pinching action, but we don't wanna pinch. We want to stimulate that whole area. When we work it, we just do a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The thyroid gland controls metabolism, temperature, works with the adrenal and pituitary to stimulate and balance the nervous system. The thyroid will affect bones, joints, as in arthritis, as well as emotional balance of people. So that is how I work the thyroid in reflexology. Reflex number 9, the parathyroid. If we think back to how we worked the thyroid, it's exactly the same, except this time in the butterfly wings, some butterflies have they look like eyes, and that's where we're going to be working. The same pinching action that we did with the thyroid, except this time we have a different picture in our head that we're working the parathyroid, so little points in between, but same action, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The parathyroid gland regulates the distribution of calcium and phosphorus in the body. It influences bone, muscle, and nerve. Work them for arthritis, kidney stones, muscle cramps, teeth problems, spurs, and any problem that involves calcium or phosphorus in the body. Work it for insomnia or to improve sleep. That's how I work the parathyroid gland. If you are into learning more about reflexology, follow along and I'll show you another reflex. If you're interested in learning more about reflexology, you could subscribe to the channel below. It's also very helpful to hit that like button and feel free to share it with anybody who you think might be interested in it. You can find my online courses, reflexology charts, and other reflexology goodies over on my website, which is balancingtouch.ca. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you have some more time, you can check out some other videos. Till next time, this is Adam Thomas from balancingtouch.ca. See you later.